Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of October 18th through the 24th of 2020. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. So please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Yes, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I highly recommend that you guys really focus on your rising sign. Yes, your rising sign is going to be most likely the most accurate information for you at any given time. Of course, you can watch anything for any placement at any time to try and get a greater understanding of what the energies could be for you at that moment, or if there are any messages for you in terms of that. You could even watch a video, like say for Capricorn, whatever house you have Capricorn in your chart, and see if you can get some messages for you in terms of that. I'll testify. I have Taurus in my 10th house. And for the last 2 weeks, the Taurus readings have slightly, like the weekly Taurus readings here on my channel have slightly resonated for that. The 10th house is like your career, your business, your legacy and all that. And so it's kind of resonated with me in terms of that for a little. It's actually kind of cool. So you can watch anything for any reason. However, if you're looking for general guidance for your week or whatnot, or for your month, if you're watching a monthly video on someone else's channel or something like that, I highly recommend you lead with or pay most attention to your rising sign, because that oftentimes will resonate the most for you, yes? Also, keep in mind that my channel here is switching over to sidereal, true sidereal astrology. If you can, if you have all the information, I highly recommend that you check out your sidereal chart. You can either Google a sidereal chart calculator, or my recommendation is go to masteringthezodiac.com, and there's a chart calculator there that uses true sidereal astrology. It includes Ophiuchus, first of all, which is one of the constellations in our sky, and it uses the true size of the constellations, because not all of the constellations are 30 degrees. The constellations are varying sizes, okay? Like Virgo, for example, is a huge constellation, like takes up. So Virgo, all right, okay, ready for this? In my chart, for example, Virgo starts at the very end of the first house and goes all the way through the second house and a little bit into the third house. That's how big Virgo is, you know? Leo is another big sign. Sagittarius is a big one as well. So it varies. I mean, and then Scorpio and Ophiuchus kind of split each other. They're kind of smaller. Libra is a smaller constellation. Aries, believe it or not, is a smaller constellation. So I highly recommend that you guys check that out. I'm really vibing with that, and to be quite honest, I would much rather, and it's interesting that I'm saying this, I'm saying on this during the Capricorn reading, right? But I would much rather, as a reader, as a budding astrologer, because I am looking to study this more and do more transit reports and astrological predictions and all that stuff, because we kind of could need it, we really could use it right now. But I would much rather work with the constellations as they actually are, instead of working with them in a way that they were changed or shifted to make things a little more convenient, I guess you could say. I mean, there's a reason for it. When back in the day, when, you know, all this stuff was really solidified, there was a reason for it and made it easier. But things have changed, and so I personally believe it's time to use work with the constellations. If we're going to work with the stars and work with the constellations, then we might as well work with them as they are. So that's that. So I'm switching over to sidereal. Of course, if you resonate more with tropical or even Vedic, that's fine. I mean, I'm not. Do what resonates. Work with what resonates for you. Use your own discretion. I'm just saying this is where I'm oriented. If you vibe with that, then you vibe with that. If you don't vibe with that, then that's fine. But you still vibe with my readings, and you just still vibe with me as a reader, that's fine too. Yes? All right, Capricorn. Here we go. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Capricorns. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for the week of October 18th through the 24th, 2020. so much, Spirit. All right, guys, let's get into this here. I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle deck. We're going to give this 5 shuffles, and we're going to see what your general theme is this week. 1. Now, Capricorn, while I was meditating before I started doing this session here, I focused on your energy for a little bit, and literally as soon as I started focusing on your energy, that was 2, this is 3, I heard abundance. And I'm hearing some of you are actually coming into a wealth of abundance here. This is 4. This could be monetarily, figuratively speaking, spiritually speaking, this is 5. An awareness of abundance here. I feel like there's a shift in perspective when it comes to abundance for some of you. And then one of my guides goes, abundance is a good thing to have. Yes, you're right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see what we've got for you here, Capricorn, for your week. For my Capricorns, what's going on for your week here? Ooh, envy. All right, let's get one more. For my Capricorns, we have envy. What else, Spirit? For the 18th to the 24th for my Capricorns. Deceit and broken heart. Well, okay. Okay. Capricorn, I don't necessarily feel like this is you. It could be you. This is a general reading, so this could go either way. It could be vice versa. However, there is someone that is envious of you. Okay, that's the main thing that I'm feeling here. Or it could be you're the one that's envious. But whomever is envious here is envious because of their broken heart. They have a broken heart. They are deceitful towards you because they have a broken heart. Capricorn, I feel like, well, Capricorn, this could actually be you. But someone is deceiving someone else. Someone is envious of someone else. Someone is deceiving someone else. This kind of feels like almost feels like fake friends. Someone is like trying to fake being your friend. They're envious of you. This kind of feels like this kind of feels like an energetic vampire type of energy. I want to call this person a leech. And their heart is broken, and instead of doing the work to mend their heart, this person latches on to other people to feel better about themselves, basically, in a nutshell, to avoid having to do this heart mending or heart healing. Okay, so in terms of that message that I got while I was meditating on your energy, Capricorn, for the message of abundance, it sounds like this person needs to get connected with their abundance. Everybody has access to abundance. The universe is infinitely abundant and is not in the business of denying anyone their fair share. The only one that denies denies a share of abundance is your own self, because you cut yourself off from that abundance. Okay, let's move forward here, Capricorn. Let's see what's crowning you this week. 5 shuffles. Okay, 1, 2, three, four, and 5. All right, Capricorn, so what's crowning you this week? Okay. You have security and trust. So, wow, Capricorn. So whomever this person is This very well could be you, Capricorn, or it could be someone that you're connected to. Okay, this could be the cross watch or something like that. Whatever. Take it as it resonates, okay? But you're needing to learn to trust. Trust in the universe. Trust in the divine. Trust in your higher self. Trust in your angels, your guides. For some of you, I am feeling like you need to really start connecting with your higher self, because you're cutting yourself off from your abundance because you don't trust or don't believe in your own sense of security. You are secure. You are taken care of. You are guided. I'm hearing things like there's no reason to feel insecure. You need to trust in the security of the universe, the universal abundance that provides for all of us. It's like this, it feels like this person has literally blocked off their connection with the life-giving energy that Source provides constantly and consistently. Okay. What's grounding you here, Capricorn? 5. 3. Okay. 3 shuffles. That was 1. This is 2. And this is 3. What's grounding you this week? Or what's driving you this week, Capricorn? What is driving you, grounding you? Wow. Okay. You have truth, and then you also have success. But your success comes, Capricorn, when you face the truth. Or somebody. Heart-centered truth. There is a lot of heart chakra healing that needs to happen here. Somebody needs to really face the truth about themselves or about their reality. And face the beliefs that they hold that help them create the reality that they experience. Success is available to you. It has always been available to you. But the more you run away from the fact that there's some heart healing or heart mending that needs to happen, or there's something you really need to be honest with yourself about, maybe even honest with other people about, the more you cut yourself off from this success, the more you block your success. This person could really have some strong issues with trust. Trusting other people, trusting themselves, can have, so there is heart chakra healing that needs to happen here, but there's also, I would say there's also root chakra healing that would need to happen as well, because your root chakra is your center of gravity, your center of grounding, and your center of security, like physical security and safety within your physical body. If your root chakra is out of alignment, or needs healing, then you will often feel like you're unsafe. Grounding can really help. I feel like this is a central issue within the heart chakra, yes, because the heart chakra is the center of your system. So if there's something wrong in part of your system, it's also going to reflect itself in your heart chakra, okay? But really working on grounding and healing your root chakra, I think, is absolutely necessary, even critical here, okay? All right, Capricorn, let's get into your, I guess we could just call it your storyline here with the tarot, yeah? Let's see. 5 shuffles. 1. 2. 3. 4. Try that again. 4. And 5. Nope, Capricorn. Trying that again. This is 5. overall energy for you, Capricorn. We have the Emperor. Now, wow, okay, the Emperor is the master of his own domain. Now, I wanted to say his or her because we're gender neutral here on this channel, but this is masculine energy, so we're just going to use the masculine pronoun. But he's the master of his own domain, and he is the one that ensures the safety and security of his domain. The Emperor can be very rigid. The Emperor can come across as cold or unfeeling, and it's not that he doesn't have any feeling. It's just that he's more logical. You know, he has feeling, he has compassion, but that's not his driving force here, okay? And he can come across as rigid and maybe seem controlling. When he's not balanced, the Emperor is pretty controlling and can be a dominating, I guess, force that tends to be pretty self-serving. But when he's positively balanced, well, when he's balanced, right? Positively or negatively balanced? Well, imbalanced. Okay, anyway, when he's positively aspected, that's what I want to say. Or when he's balanced and grounded and well-rounded and all that, he might come across as controlling, but he knows the right process to go by in which to receive the results that they're looking for, that he's looking for, or to ensure the safety and protection of the domain. He's the one that provides security. Okay? So this is your overall theme here. I'm hearing being the master of your own domain, but allowing yourself to secure your own security here. Okay? Let's get into your storylines. Timeline A is the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Empress. Look at that. The Empress is the counterpart to the Emperor. Timeline B, Strength, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Wands. Common denominator, the Six of Cups. Okay, this has roots in your childhood. For some of you, this has roots in your childhood. For others of you, this is just about healing from the past experiences. The Emperor is at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups, the inner child, the Page of Wands, re-identifying yourself, and death. To the Queen of Pentacles. And actually, the Queen of Pentacles is you, Capricorn. Okay? But the Queen of Pentacles represents knowing your worth, understanding who you are, and being connected to universal abundance. With the star underneath that. And then the King of Swords. Okay. All right, so let's talk about Timeline A here. And I'm going to be honest, this sometimes this can either be two separate pathways that you're flowing through, that you're traveling on, you know, two different options of the ways that you can go about your week, or this is just one big storyline. And I am seeing this as one big storyline, starting at the High Priestess, progressing all the way down to the Ten of Wands. Okay? But the High Priestess is your higher self, is the universe, is spiritual wisdom, is the unknown, is the infinite. And you're being guided towards... Now, before I go any further, actually, I want to point out how many major arcana are here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The star is under there too. We'll consider that 8. This is a big thing for you, Capricorn. And what I'm getting with the High Priestess here is the universe is asking you, maybe in some cases even begging you, to go within and seek the abundance. The Empress is representative of universal abundance. Okay? Understand what is disconnecting you from this universal power, this universal abundance. The Hermit is that inner pilgrimage, that finding your inner light. I do feel like some of you actually need to spend more time on your own, more time alone, more time with yourself. And stop escaping through other people. Envy, the broken heart, and deceit. Instead of escaping through other people, you need to, dare I say, escape within yourself and start to find the truth of why. Start to find the truth of why you're feeling so lonely. That's a pretty specific message, so take that as it resonates. What is it that you're hiding from yourself? Why are you running from yourself? Why can you not just be alone with yourself? Progressing through, you have Strength, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Wands. And to me, this feels like the release, okay? Taming the ego, getting to know yourself. It's interesting because I never really saw the Strength card like that, in a way of getting to know yourself. But taming the ego, okay, means you have to work with the ego, okay. But in working with the ego, you could be learning about it. So in learning about yourself, or going within and seeking your inner wisdom, your inner light, and doing that healing work, you're also getting to know what is triggering your ego. How you're maybe surviving through egoic pursuits instead of thriving by aligning with what your higher self is calling for. The High Priestess, okay? So, Strength, getting to know yourself, having the strength to tame yourself, having the strength to tame your ego, to get that under control, will then progress towards a change in perspective. Understanding why you may feel stuck or stagnant, why you may feel there's no abundance to be had here, which then leads to you changing your perspective ultimately and eventually to then put down the burdens of strife, Ten of Wands. Or at least at this point, we'll say it'll go so far as to you starting to recognize all of the burdens that you're carrying that are effectively blocking you off from this universal abundance. Okay, ultimately, all of that, all of that has to do with the past. Six of Cups. In your central column here, you have the Hierophant. No, geez, Louise, Eric. The Hermit, there we go. The Hermit to the Six of Cups to the Hanged Man. Going within, understanding where you're wounded, okay? Understanding what has caused your heart to break here from the past, going back over that, even though I know some of you are like, I don't want to relive that, I don't want to revisit that. Well, if you're going to heal, and if you're going to not allow this to basically run and rule your life any longer, then you're going to have to face it. And you're going to have to allow yourself to gain a change in perspective of it. Okay, this is your central column for the week. This is your central theme for the week. This is the root of where this broken-hearted, envious deceit is being expressed. Now, going through all of that allows you to go through a transformation, death. Okay? To understand your worth and gain a connection with the universal abundance, Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. And then that's where the masculine steps in with the Emperor to protect and ensure the safety of this new found person, being. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. New emotional reality, reconciliation even, with yourself, of course. That which could then lead to reconciliation with others. Page of Wands, re-identifying yourself. I do see the Page of Wands as a minor arcana version of the Hermit. Why do I say that? Because, well, in this deck, the Golden Universal Tarot, the Page of Wands looks like a grown-ass man. And to me, that can symbolize transformation in later times in life. Also, you see how this Page of Wands is sizing up his wand. getting to know himself better, getting to know his power better, getting to know himself or his power from a different point of view. Much of that happens on the external. So, external transformation, midlife crisis, changing the way that you show up in the world, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop and all that. The Hermit is that internal transformation. That's like going real deep into yourself to understand who you truly are intrinsically, who you truly are on a soul level, right? And then from there, you can re-emerge and utilize this page one's energy to transform who you are externally to reflect that which you found internally. Okay? Transformation. Learning your worth. Understanding your worth. And bringing healing to yourself. The Star. The Death, Queen of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, Capricorn. Let's get a little bit of Lenormand here. I'm not sure I'm going to clarify everything because it seems self-explanatory, but there are some things that I do want to look at real quick. One of them mainly being the Six of Cups, this past energy. Let's see if we can get some clarity on that. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, what's the Six of Cups? The book. And the birds. All right. The anchor is at the bottom of the deck. You know, this to me feels like gaslighting. Narcissistic abuse a little bit. The book is talking about an old chapter that was written but needs to come to a close. The birds here can talk about society, groups of people, gossip. I see this depiction of the birds as somewhat of a Three of Cups energy. And the Three of Cups can represent the hive mind, okay? People just going about the status quo in a way that because it makes them comfortable, it's what they know. But it doesn't mean, that doesn't always make it healthy. That doesn't make it right either. And when the birds came out here, the first thing I thought of was people conforming to fit into a certain group and there being narcissistic tendencies or gaslighting or stuff like that. Like that kind of energy. You have the anchor at the bottom of the deck here. And to me, that means it's time to lift this anchor, especially with the book. It's time to close the book or close the chapter here. I would say go ahead and close the whole damn book and start writing a new one. You know, unless, I mean, whatever. Yeah, it's your life. Do do what you want, but I want to get one more shuffle on this, please. But definitely lifting your anchor and setting yourself free from this. But in order for you to do that, yeah, there you go. In order for you to do that, you have to go within and understand how this has been affecting you, the Hermit, so that you can gain this change in perspective, the Hanged Man. You have now the Stork and the Passionate Woman. This could have something to do with your mother. Yeah, this is family, home life. You have the house here. You also have the storks, which can represent stability, balance, grounding, family, abundance. There's that abundance again. This could have everything to do with toxic feminine energy, whether it be a mother, a grandmother, a sister, friends, an aunt, a grandmother. I think I said that already. it has something to do within your home. Ooh, yeah, look. The house and the mouse. Vermin, pestilence. Minor inconveniences or minor pests that are easily dealt with initially, but if left to run free or left to fester, then they become a bigger problem and become harder to deal with. You have another version of the birds here now, but it's higher wisdom with the owls. And then the child, the image of the child. This has everything to do, okay, I'm not going to say everything to do because this is a general reading, but this has a lot to do with like your inner child. There's deep inner child healing that needs to happen here. This is the root of the situation. This is a family thing that's rooted in the past. I want to clarify one more thing for you, Capricorn, and it's this here. Broken heart, deceit, and envy. Yeah. The snake. I hate to say it, but this person that is in the broken-hearted, envious, deceitful energy, they're a snake. They're a snake in the grass, waiting to bite. Oh, look, there's the Hierophant showing itself now. The counterpart to the High Priestess. I don't think they realize it. Obviously, if you were to confront them about it, they would be like, no, what are you talking about? I love you, you're my friend, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that might, and that might be the case, and they may really believe that. But the problem here is that they're really not even that much of a friend to themselves. So how can they really be a friend to you? Or vice versa, if this is you. If you're really not that much of a friend to yourself, how can you really be a friend to somebody else? It's similar with love. You can only receive the amount of love that you hold for yourself, right? Now, the Hierophant showing itself here is teaching and learning, lessons being learned. Focusing on what it is you have in front of you in this physical, corporeal life, and allowing yourself to transcend that so that you can reach the higher wisdom of the High Priestess, okay? But you have to go within. You have to face yourself. You have to face your past. And you have to heal. You have to do something about it. You have to come to terms with it. Because otherwise, it's just festering. I mean, the mice was around, but that was under the bottom of the deck. The mice represents pests. Things that, if not dealt with soon enough, can become a much, much bigger problem than it really ever needed to be to begin with. And I'm not trying to diminish this, because especially if it has to do with your inner child or has deep roots in your early family life, that's not like a minor occurrence, okay? So I'm not trying to diminish that, but at the same time, the longer it's left swept under the rug or stuffed into the closet, the more it's going to fester and fester and fester and grow until it's this monster that you haven't the slightest idea what to do with. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. That was fairly heavy, but I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am available for private readings if you're interested. Also, I encourage you guys to check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/Divine Conversations. If you'd like a private reading, just check the description box below. Email me and I will get you all set up. But with that said, I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading next week. Yeah? Take care. Mwah! Bye.